So hello everyone, today we are solving the problem D, lucky chains of educational core forces round 139. In this problem you have given a pair of positive integers x and y. The x and y will be lucky if the GCD of x and y is 1. And there will be a chain which can be formed by adding 1, 2, 3, and so on the x and y, and the length of the chain will be equal to the number of pairs it consists. The chain will be called lucky if all the pairs in the chain are lucky. So you have to calculate the length of longest lucky chain. Let's see some test cases. So the first test case, 5 and 15, the GCD of 5 and 15 is not 1. So the pair itself is not lucky. So you have to print 0 in this case. The next test case is 13 and 37. The both the numbers are odd, so the answer will always be 1, because by adding 1 in x and y, the both the numbers will be even. And then 2 will be the factor of x plus 1 and y plus 1, so GCD will not be equal to the 1. So there is only one pair x and y which is lucky, so you have to print 1 in this case. So the next test case is 8 and 9. The answer is -1, as 8 and 9 are adjacent to each other, and adjacent numbers are those whose absolute difference is 1. So no matter what you add in x and y, the resultant pair of numbers will also adjacent to each other, and the GCD of adjacent number is always 1. So there is a infinitely longest chain, so you have to print -1 in this case, as it is also mentioned in the output. So let's discuss an important concept before moving towards approach. So to find the first number, which is the multiple of k after the nth number. So basically, if you have given the n as 4 and you have to find a number after the 4 which is a multiple of 3, so you can find this by subtracting the n minus n mod k. Basically, n mod k is the remainder which comes out, and then you are subtracting the remainder to the n, then the answer will be 3. So 3 is the number which is less than n and multiple of the 3, and you have to find the number after the 4 which is multiple of 3. Then you can simply add the 3 into the result. So the 3 plus 3 will be 6. So 6 is the number which comes after the 4 and which is a multiple of 3. So let's take one more case where n is 4 and k is 5. So you have to find a number which is greater than 4 and which is multiple of k, that is 5. So you are subtracting 4 minus 4 mod 5. So 4 mod 5 will be the remainder. You are subtracting the remainder to the n which is 4, and the result will be 0. Then you are adding the 5 into the result. So the number comes out will be 5, and the 5 is the first number which is greater than the 4 and multiple of the k. So let's discuss the approach now. So I have written the values of x from 1 to till 10, and the difference between the y and x is 15. Now you can clearly observe one thing. The value of x 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 are the multiples of the factors of the 15. The 15 is the difference between the y and x, and the factors of the 15s are 3 and 5. So for all the values of the x, which is the multiples of the factors of the 15, which is 3 and 5, the GCD in that row will be is greater than equal to 1. Let's suppose you have given a pair of integers 7 and 22, which is also mentioned here, and you have to find the length of the longest chain. The answer is 2. Now you have to calculate the first value of the x, which is the multiple of the factor of the 15. So 9 is the first value of the x, which is the multiple of the factor of the 15. And in this way you can find the length of the longest chain. So let's do some coding now. So I have already written the functions which will return the prime factors of a number in log n time complexity. In this function I have already so in this function I compute the first prime factor of a number. Then in this function it will compute all the prime factors of a number, and will store in the temp vector, and will return it, and will return the temp vector. So the time complexity of calculating the factors of a number is log n. So we have given two number x and y. So first thing is, if GCD of x and y is greater than 1, then the answer will be 0. Else if x mod 2 is equal to y mod 2. Just checking whether both the numbers are odd, then the answer will be 1. And now checking if the absolute difference of x minus y is equal to 1, then the numbers are adjacent to each other. We have to print minus 1 in this case. Now the last case is I will find the absolute difference of x and y. Absolute difference. Now my fact function will give me the factors of the absolute difference. So I will pass the difference in the fact function. It will return all the factors in my temp vector. Now I will iterate my temp vector. Now I will initialize answer as int max. So mult will contain the first number which comes after the x and multiple of the it. So the answer will be equal to minimum of answer and mult minus x. So basically the mult is the first number which comes after the x and multiple of the it. Now I am subtracting the x from the mult, which will give the length of the lucky chain. Now checking for the input.